I think we'll start this, okay? Three, two,
Yeah.
one, bang. Welcome to Artist on Record, your ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. If it's your first time here, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, post your comments down below. And of course, Mr. Carmine Appice is here, and we're going to talk to him. So click on the links for him too as well. Carmine, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey, thank you. The album is out already. Actually, hit the Billboard Blues charts at number 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's an album. You probably didn't got the cover, but this is the cover. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's almost like your Sergeant Pepper.
Exactly. That's the idea. Except it's called Temple of Blues. And who's on it? It got let me see. Ted Nugent, Steve Stevens, Doug Pinnick, Bumblefoot, Kenny Aronson, Pat Travers, Doug Aldridge, Jim McCarty, Joe Bonamassa, Britt Lightning from Vixen. Who else? Ty Tabor's on it. Vernon Reed.
Wow.
I'm just looking at it. Did I say D. Snider?
No.
Billy Sheehan, Bob Daisley, Rudy Sarzo, Tony Franklin, Randy Jackson. Is that enough?
I think so. Well, you got our mutual friend, Mr. Bob Daisley, on there.
Yeah,
huh?
Bob is on it. That's right.
Wow. Did he hide from the edits? Did he, wear a paper bag on his head while he recorded this?
We actually had the cover was done by Cleopatra, and they put different bodies on different heads. So he did bitch about the body that was choose for him. But
Good old Bob. We have to pick on him. What song is Bob playing on that?
Bob is on Brother Bill.
Well, cool.
On the song.
Very cool. You got D. Snider on there. That's pretty cool.
Doug Pinnick on bass, Jim McCarty on guitar, me on drums is awesome. And you got One Way or Another has Ted Nugent. And we'll work on the next one, which is hopefully some kind of Joe Bonamassa, some sort of video. And we got Billy Sheehan. We're just waiting for videos to come in to do it. And too bad I don't want to lose the momentum. It should have been out already.
The world's AI. You
won't do anything. We don't want to do AI.
It's not very bluesy, is it? Is AI
No,
defeats?
I mean, AI is, we already got him on the video, on the album. He's already on the album. So he plays great on the album. But, if your video, when the solo comes, we'll have to do something else. If he's not giving us anything because he's too busy.
Yeah.
But we have to release this album,
So you're going toe-to-toe with Slash's blues record, too.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. When we were releasing it, there was the pre-orders were right behind Slash. He was 1, we were 3. Now here it is again. He's 1 with 3.
Wow. It would kind of be cool to see you put some together and do some shows with Slash.
Well, I mean, it would be great, but I've been out of touch with him since the 90s. When I used him on the guitar, this record, there was no Guns N' Roses with him.
Mm-hmm.
Since he got back, they became huge.
Yeah.
So same thing with Brian May, who was on my guitars. They became huge again, really huge. They just sold their rights to their songs for $1.7 billion.
Crazy.
It's unbelievable crazy,
Crazy. You think they're going to take a vacation to Disneyland?
Jeez, I mean, I remember when Brian, when they lost Freddie.
Yeah.
Brian didn't know what they were going to do. I was watching the Aerosmith show at the Forum with him, and he's going like, "Wow, I don't know what to do." Now I said, "Well, he certainly found out what to do again."
Yeah,
Good for him.
totally.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I
Wish
hear a
him
lot of
great
good
luck,
things.
and he's doing great.
I hear a lot of good things about him. So, the history of Cactus, let's tell the viewers, because some people might not notice, but you were, and they quoted you guys as the American Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, but you got to understand, that was 1970. The Zeppelin was only out for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like if you quote somebody American Led Zeppelin now, it's a whole different ballgame. But that's what we were. They had the same instrumentation, trio with a singer, and we were doing blues rock like they were doing, and we were all American. And they were kicking ass. And when our first album came out, it kicked ass.
Yeah.
It blew everybody away. Bonamassa blown away. Ted Nugent, Snider, everybody on this record was blown away by the first Cactus record. But for some reason, Atlantic never took advantage of that and picked a single somewhere. And so we never really got those big singles that Zeppelin had.
For the rest of my life.
We never got the airplay because we never got that big single off the first one. But it became like a cult following. People like Van Halen listened to Cactus. Eruption was the beginning of one of our songs called Let Me Swim. If you hear it, I extended it this time and I put Doug Aldridge on it. So he did it so you could hear the eruption part of the song. And there were other things. Parchment Farm was the mentor for half a teacher. Farm, I didn't know it was the other blues song.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been anything because our singer, there was a great lyricist, great melody guy. He could have sang anything to that, but he picked to choose Parchment Farm because it wasn't really the song that sold it. It was the way we played it. That freight train stuff, that's what Joe Bonamassa said. When I heard Parchment Farm, blew my brains out.
Absolutely.
It wasn't the song that blew his brains out. It was the band kicking ass on that song.
The feel of that.
And the feel of the drums and
heavy.
Cardi's solo. It was heavy rock then.
Yeah.
No, it's fast. It was fast double bass drum thing. Now it's like a ballad. The speeds these guys do double bass drum.
Oh, it's a cool song.
But it came out great. And this album came out fantastic. And when I told Brian, who owns Cleopatra, whose idea this was to do, I said, let's market it as a blues record. I was watching Foghat become number one, and a couple of other acts from that era become number one. Robin Trower.
Mm-hmm.
So let's market it as a blues record. It says blues rock. It's always been blues rock. So he said, yeah, let's call it Temple of Blues. So I was calling it Influences and Friends. So we put them two together. Came out with Temple of Blues, Influences and Friends. And we had the album cover, vibe going. And I said, well, let's just make it a temple. So if you look close at the album cover, you see that. You see it's in a temple. You look at the back, it's in a temple. All the artwork inside is all temple vibe. So it became, little by little, became this animal that grew upon, or a plant or whatever that grew upon itself. It started off with him talking to me, Influences and Friends, and we did the record. Wow. It's became something of its own, it had its own legs.
That's all we have time for today, but make sure you get Temple of Blues. Links are in the description down below. And if you want to see this episode now unedited, become a member. Join the club right here on YouTube. We'll be releasing more clips of Carmine, and you're not going to want to miss them. But in the meantime, post your comments down below. And as always, who loves you, baby? We do. Thanks for watching.